Hello, good morning. I am Dr. Arvind Poswal from Dr. A's Clinic, New Delhi. Today, the hair care scenario is a multi-billion-dollar industry world over. In India also, people are looking more and more into restoring their own hair. This industry is going to leap bound by incoming researches like stem cell research, etc. But the hair care industry is full of challenges. The problems are, one, the people do not know what is the harm in the products they are applying on their hair. Second, they do not understand which treatments will actually work for them and which are going to harm them. And third, as a last resort, when they go for a hair transplant, they do not know where to end up. So starting from the beginning, which products to apply, what to eat, what lifestyle to keep, everything is in this sphere. And that is how the trend is occurring in the wrong way. People are losing hair at a younger age, whereas earlier hair used to be long and proper care used to be taken. So the problem is, the trend is that the multinationals are actually, in a way, giving you products which are actually harming your hair. Unless you learn to read the ingredients, learn to know which is the harmful one for your hair and which is good thing for your hair. Don't go by blind advertisement. Because people do not know what toxins are contained in the body, what toxins penetrate through the soaps, shampoo, body care products which the MNCs are selling. We have come up with an app, a free app, which anyone can use and see whether there are any toxins in those body care products and switch over to safer body care products. Now, today our main focus shall be on hair transplant. It is a burgeoning industry. Every day you see more and more people entering into this field. Now, this is the concept where one has to understand how come there is such a mushrooming of centers. So, for that, one has to understand that hair transplant is not primarily a surgery. Hair transplant is an art. And unless that art is perfected by the doctor or whatever center who is doing it, till then you cannot get the best results. Technically, this is hair transplant. Only technically. Because hair have been taken out from the back of the head and they have been put as a bunch in the top. But this is not actually a pleasing hair transplant. A hair transplant should be something which changes a man's life, like this. Now he is happy. He can go anywhere. I am not saying come to me. At least choose. Now, there is a big fraud in this. In this industry, in the hair transplant industry, which is going to see a $1 billion boom in the coming decade, in India alone, the biggest fraud is that any doctor can legally say that I can do hair transplant without any training. Yes, in USA, Europe, India, anywhere. And the proof is, if hair transplant, modern hair transplant was taught in any medical college, patients would have gone to the head of department of that particular department and had said that please take me as a volunteer patient and do hair transplants on me for free. Since you are the professor, you teach your students. But that does not happen. Have you ever gone for a free hair transplant to a medical college? No. So that is the dilemma. Unless the doctors are properly trained, because there is no legal framework which is going to stop the doctors from doing hair transplant. Unless the doctors are properly trained, they'll keep on reinventing the wheel and keep on spoiling the patients and the industry in entire. For that reason, our clinic came up with this idea. Now, why our clinic? Our clinic, the history goes back 20 years. We have invented the art of taking out, plucking out, or whatever you call it, the fuse technique, where we take out roots from one area and we transplant to another area and then they keep on growing for the rest of the life. So hair transplant basically, as we started out in year 1997, was simply taking hair from this area and putting it on top. In 2006, you will be happy to know that it is our clinic, an Indian clinic, which actually did the world's first documented beard hair to scalp transplant. That way they opened up the floodgates where people could use only 2,500 or 3,000 hair follicle for transplant, maybe going from bald to semi-bald. Now with their beard, they could cover the entire head. It is a game-changing scenario. But again, without proper training, the patient would end up with scars. That's not what I want. One should go for a proper training. For that reason, and for that reason alone, we came up with the educational franchise program. If anyone wants, they can actually learn from us. We'll teach you. But it takes time. Like with any other surgery, with eye surgery, with rhinoplasty, you have to learn it under supervision. Then perform under supervision. And when your teacher is satisfied that yes, now this gentleman, this doctor is properly trained in hair transplant, then only they should go. So that when the first transplant you do on your own, you should be confident, yes, this will be one of my best transplants. Don't go for hit and trial. Don't learn from YouTube, please. Now in the field of hair transplant, if you want a proof that doctors are doing bad, this is proof enough. This has been done by some European doctor, plastic surgeon. So do not reinvent the wheel, one thing. Second, if you see back, we are doing research. See back over past 2 generations. Now we see that people are losing hair at a younger age. People losing hair at 20 to 25 before marriage. People are getting heart attacks at a younger age and a host of other illnesses, cancer and all those. Since 1970s. Before 1970s, the generation before that, they did not suffer from all these things. So the reason for that is your body care products. A very simple thing. Soap. Now if I say, what does your soap contain? Is it harmful to you or is it helpful to you? All you know is that you clean it. But the skin is the biggest organ which can absorb any toxins. And many of the skincare products, they mention that these products contain these toxins. So learn to read those toxins. You should know about SLS, SLES. Research has been conducted. They are products which cause cancer, liver disease, renal disease, all these diseases. Earlier, people used to know what they are using to wash their teeth with, wash their skin with, wash their head with. Remember Rita, Shika, Kai, Amla? Nowadays, all they want is foam. And foam comes from SLS. And SLS is a known carcinogen. That is why the shift towards non-toxic cleansers. And we have found that the moment you shift from toxic products to detox or non-toxic products, there is a lot of improvement within 6 months. Overall health, including the hair. That is where it is important to go for natural products and go for a detox if possible. For more details, you can ask us. Now, the reason why we have launched this series of products is most people do not have the time to make it for themselves. Otherwise, we have put a URL and you can make those products at your home. Make your own toothpaste, make your own shampoo, make your own conditioner. But in today's busy life, because people do not want to spend so much time, so we have brought a range of products, basic products which you need to tide over this phase and get rid of toxins in your body. Our future plans are multidimensional, ranging from skilling up people, whether they are unemployed, by giving them the skill to make their products, right to the other extent of making franchise, where we teach doctors the proper way to do hair transplants, the proper correct way to make a change in a person's life. This, we are hoping that within a year we shall have at least 50 centers of hair transplant, including another 50 centers which shall have only detox products, only toxin-free products, body care products which do not harm anyway. In future, we are also looking into how laser can help. The advanced laser, low level laser technology can help people grow, regain their hair without having any side effects from taking medicines. Because at end of day, whatever the medicine, it is going to have side effect. And if medicine alone could give you back all your hair, I would not have been here giving you a lecture. So the future plan is at least 50 centers, full-fledged center for hair transplant, meaning at least 100 doctors fully trained in this art of hair transplant. And at least another 50 centers in tier 2 cities, where if they do not have access to hair transplant, proper hair transplant center, they can have access to the product center, which will also do their consultation and help them regain their hair in a natural detoxifying way.